When my phone rings, the question on the other end is usually, tell me what's wrong. Management perceives that safety in their organization is not firmly under their control. Over the years, I've developed ways for determining how well safety is managed in a company. Let me share a few simple observations with you. What I do is take a walk through the organization, ask a few questions. I usually start at the top with the CEO and ask, what information do you have that shows if you have control over safety in your organization? I then visit with middle management people and ask them to detail, what does the CEO expect of them that will prevent accidents and injuries? A stroll through production areas is very revealing. I'll stop and ask line supervisors or foremen what they are expected to do each day to prevent injuries or accidents. While I'm there, I'll ask a few hourly employees who is in charge of safety. Usually I'll end up back where I started and ask the CEO, senior management, an interesting question. What do they expect from the CEO that prevents accidents or injuries? What do these questions reveal? It's all about the effective management of safety. Here's an admittedly anecdotal compilation of some of my experiences with these questions and what they reveal to me. First question, what information does the CEO depend on for making decisions? If they pull out a stack of injury statistics, workman's comp statistics, loss due to injury, or any numbers that depend on counting accidents to support their answer, I gently tell them they're fooling themselves. Yes, I have been thrown out of the office on occasion. But I've got a big problem with these types of numbers. These numbers are statistically invalid. They don't give a hint as to why any of the losses occurred, making them useless for making corrections. And it's just plain illogical to count things you don't intend. You don't measure production by counting units not produced. Why count accidents? Second question, what does middle management think the CEO expects? If I hear the words program, agenda, plan, initiative, or the like, I'm on guard. These are general terms. It usually means that the management of safety is lacking the accountability that will make it work. If the answer is couched in terms of goals, targets, or objectives, I ask a few follow-up questions that drill down on exactly how they're measuring success. They're usually counting things they didn't intend to happen, accidents. So how can they expect to manage results they didn't plan for? It's ridiculous. The daily expectations are the key to the third question. If I don't get a list from the line supervisors of specific activities they are required to engage in, and again, if I hear about programs, goals, and the rest of it, that indicates a very serious problem. What doesn't get measured just doesn't get done. Typically, when I ask hourly employees who is in charge of safety, the answer names someone in safety or HR department. If the answer is anything but, I'm in charge of safety here, I consider that an accident waiting to happen. Finally, when I ask the senior management what they expect from their CEO, if I don't hear a list of specifics, it indicates to me that safety is definitely not being managed from the top. If you want effective control of safety, you have to manage it. That's a relatively simple point of view. What makes safety different from any other function in an organization? If I had asked the same questions about production or quality, you bet I'd get precise, detailed answers. There would be a list of activities. There would be ways of measuring if the activities were done and how well they were done. And individual performance reviews would depend on successfully completing the activities. In other words, individuals are held accountable. My message is do exactly the same things for safety and you'll get exactly the same results. Over the last 45 years in the business, I've worked with sincere, concerned management teams whose efforts at creating a safe working environment were frustrated by a lack of results. I've listened to dedicated safety professionals who have described their elation at initial successes, then their discouragement when the safety initiative turned into another flavor of the month. And I've interviewed countless smart, hard-working employees who want to work safely and help make things better. The only thing that I've seen work consistently is when an organization manages safety just like it manages production and quality. And safety is managed by making each individual from the CEO to the newest hire accountable for safety. It's that simple.